Groceries are in a hostile relationship with my bank account.
Government data that shows that Americans are now saving a smaller share of their incomes than at any time over the past 4 years.
Every time I go to the grocery store, I feel like I walked in a luxury boutique by accident.
Are you seeing signs that American households are dipping into their savings to pay for the higher cost of things like gas and groceries?
And then the experts say this still ain't the worst of it yet, because the prices we see right now, they don't reflect what's happening right now in relation to the war with Iran and within the Strait of Hormuz.
And does data like that concern you right now?
When fuel goes up, groceries start acting like a celebrity, like they need a manager.
Well, so lower academic literature would tell you a lower savings rate can mean one of two things. The doomer view that you took.
We out here just trying to buy eggs and meat.
Or that people have more confidence.
Tomatoes are up 40%.
Or it could be something else.
I pick up tomatoes and suddenly I'm holding produce like it's fine jewels or something.
Because, for instance...
Come on, genius. I know you can get there.
Stock market gains or 401k gains.
Hilarious.
Might not show up in savings.
The salary of Congress has been frozen since 2009. When you adjust for inflation, a member of Congress today is making 31% less than they made in that year. At least let them engage in some stock trading so that they can continue to, take care of their family. But
your career, has your husband ever made a stock purchase or sale based on information he received from you?
No, absolutely not. Okay, thank you.
I think you're smelling what I'm selling.
Of using inside information to benefit themselves. Lawmakers say this is corruption. She's saying this is just a free market. Is that really the free market?
No, it is not the free market when you have secret information that other people don't have.
So they're looking at that, think that they can draw down their household savings.
Fuel, fertilizer, shipping, all that stuff is tied to your plate because all of it impacts how your food is created.
I'm going to miss that crazy bastard.
Okay guys, so global oil inventories are running out faster than anyone expected.
I don't care about it.
And the warnings are now coming from every direction at the same exact time.
Well, wish in one hand, shit in the other. See which one fills up first.
Exxon, Chevron, the International Energy Agency, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, and even the Federal Reserve have all independently issued warnings about where this oil crisis is heading.
I don't care about the midterms. I don't care about the midterms. I don't care about the midterms.
And guys, when that many major institutions are all raising alarms at once, that's not noise. That is a signal worth paying very close attention to.
Hey, there is an alternative. You can throw your phone away and trade that Mercedes in for a bicycle or a horse and start hunting for your own food and living in a tent. But you'll be the only one, and it won't make a damn bit of difference. Plus, I hear the moral high ground gets real windy at night.
Wow. Right now, oil is sitting around $90 a barrel. The Strait of Hormuz is still effectively closed to normal commercial traffic.
Our great-grandparents built a world that runs on this shit right here. Until it starts running on something else, we gotta feed it, or the world stops.
And the world's emergency oil cushion is being drained at a historic rate with honestly no clear resolution in sight.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
Alright, so Exxon's senior VP came out and said that as oil inventories fall towards minimum threshold levels, oil could go from the current $90 a barrel to $160 a barrel.
No, I don't care about it. No, I don't care about it. No, I don't care about it.
In a very short period of time. His exact words were that we were approaching unheard of inventory levels. I mean, really, really low levels.
Could we see prices spike even higher?
Well, right now, I'd say the view is that as we get into July, if there's not some relief, is when you'll start to see the prices reverse from where they are.
And that once you get to that point, prices unfortunately just shoot up fast.
I don't care about it. I don't care about it. I don't care about it.
Now, you can debate whether that moment hits in 2 weeks or in 3 weeks, but the direction is not being debated.
Ongoing conflict with Iran has caused the United States to draw down oil from its strategic petroleum reserves. As national correspondent Matt Galka reports, experts warn the levels are getting dangerously low.
Chevron CEO followed that up by saying that the buffers and the shock absorbers are being steadily drawn down, and the ability for the market to absorb this imbalance is drastically diminished compared to where we started before.
It's ridiculous. Everything is wrong.
He specifically said there is more upward pressure expected as we get into June and most certainly into July.
Listen, we will not let you drill another well until this is handled.
And UBS analysts back that up independently, saying that oil inventories are approaching record lows and that the buffers have now largely been exhausted.
We're at the point, Maria, where we should start getting concerned about shortages in the United States because of the fact that we are reaching a level of inventories that we have not seen in many, many years. That we have not seen in many, many years. That we have not seen in many, many years.
Today, I'm announcing a plan to refill the Strategic Petroleum Oil Reserve in the years ahead at a profit for taxpayers. The United States government is going to purchase oil to refill the Strategic Petroleum Reserve.
Well, this was another broken promise from Joe Biden. This was Joe Biden back in 2022 talking about his plans to drain the SPR, to play politics with it amid record high gas prices. And he did drain it. He drained it down to just 18 days worth of supplies. And it was announced this week that the Biden administration is canceling their plans to refill our SPR because prices remain high. And meanwhile, Biden is putting restrictions on American energy production while begging foreign countries to produce more oil. And Americans are feeling the pain at the pump. Under Biden, gas prices have remained above $3 a gallon for over 1,050 days.
We're draining the SPR at about 8 million barrels a week. Diesel inventories are at record lows.
So guys, what all three of these organizations are saying in plain language is the same exact thing. The reason oil hasn't spiked even higher yet is because countries have been drawing down emergency reserves to plug that supply gap, and that cushion is basically nearly gone.
But then Donald Trump said, "Hold my beer."
Tonight I'm making a little speech at 9 o'clock, and basically I'm going to tell everybody how great I am.
I don't care. I'm going to get you a nice fruit basket. I'm going to miss him.
So let me understand this.
Young lady, what do you want to do with your life?
I can't buy a home because the mortgage rates are too high.
I want to live in a van down by the river.
I can't rent an apartment because rentals have gone up by 22% since Joe Biden took office.
Well, you'll have plenty of time to live in a van down by the river.
One-bedroom apartments are like $2,500 now. So if you're middle class and you make minimum wage, or maybe let's say even a couple bucks more than that, and you're working full-time, you're bringing home maybe after taxes $2,000 a month.
But I make only $10 per hour.
That's not even enough to pay for your rent.
When you're living in a van down by the river.
Let alone your car payment, or if you're trying to pay your car off, your insurance, to feed yourself, to get your health care, to what, you're never going to take a vacation again under these circumstances. Wake up. Is it going to take a stutter, a loss of memory, calling someone the wrong name, or just your pocketbook to get y'all to wake the fuck up?
What Fox News really wants to know is, are you Satan?
No, I'm not Satan.
We're just sort of hanging out.
I'm not okay. That's just the truth. And I'm scared. I'm really worried for what this month brings. I know I can't keep up this grind of door dashing 13 hours a day to make things work. I'm tired, man. Go out from 6 p.m. to 4 a.m. every day, and then again from 8 o'clock to noon, and I'm not sleeping, I'm not eating, I'm not taking care of myself, but life can't stop. But I also don't know how much more I can take. And I think that's the part that's scaring me the most right now, is I don't know how much more I can physically take. So tired, man. Just tired. I'm so tired.
There's so many teachers quitting right now.
Teaching in the year 2025 is not the same career as it was teaching before the pandemic.
If 95% of them can't read, I don't think it's the teachers.
I don't know what's happened to education. It breaks my heart.
I feel like we are reaching a point where like something's got to give, and I don't know that we can keep going like this.
Puts two hands up like this close to my face, and goes, psh, 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 psh. You're.
And they say, well, it's because they not getting a good lunch. They not getting a good lunch. Government needs to give them a lunch. It's like, I don't think it's a lunch either.
These kids are horrible. Horrible.
Why do I need to know any of this if a computer or AI can do it for me?
But what's happening now is on a whole other level.
Have you ever thought that maybe the reason why the parents think it's a good idea to feed them Twinkies and Kool-Aid?
I have 2 hours left of my school day, and I'm leaving because I'm so stressed out.
Hopes of a quick deal are fading.
Well, wishing one hand, shit in the other one, see which one fills up first.
In Kuwait, air raid sirens were wailing as explosions rang out. The Kuwaiti military says it intercepted a barrage of Iranian drones and missiles.
If you're trying to send a message received. Will you see what we do with it?
U.S. Central Command is back in action too, launching new, quote, self-defense attacks on Iranian radar stations and drone command and control sites on at least one island and the Iranian mainland. Iran's Revolutionary Guard threatening to escalate with a, quote, completely different response. The U.S. naval blockade still in effect after President Trump on Friday said he would soon make a decision on the ceasefire.
Well, wishing one hand, shit in the other, see which one fills up first.
Overnight, Trump claimed in a social media post that too many voices from Republicans and those he called Democrats are slowing him down.
I don't care if they're over, honestly. I really don't care.
Americans' financial situation, I don't think about anybody. I think about one thing.
I don't care.
Exactly why the American consumer is in a silent financial emergency.
I don't care.
What a stupid son of a bitch.
Americans, including a majority of Republicans, say Trump's policies have driven up the cost of living in their own community.
13% of American credit card balances are now 90 or more days past due.
This is a war the American people did not want. This is a war of choice. This is a president who has proven himself to be entirely self-indulgent.
I don't care.
Total credit card debt has hit $1.28 trillion.
Sucks.
And that is a record, my friends.
I don't care about it.
If you understand economics, if you're literate, this in itself causes an economic contraction.
You don't understand that, you're in your own business.
The average credit card interest rate in the United States is now above 20%.
Sucks.
When the Fed was hiking rates from 2022 through 23, credit cards rates followed, as you might not be surprised to learn. They went up really fast.
Sucks.
And they've not come down. So if you're carrying a $10,000 balance at 20% interest, you were paying $2,000 a year in interest alone.
I don't care.
What a stupid son of a bitch.
When income hasn't kept pace and savings has been depleted, the math on the balance becomes absolutely impossible.
I don't care about
All the economic numbers are in the toilet because of this. Inflation is up, wages are stagnant, consumer confidence is low.
What a stupid son of a bitch.
5 million defaults do not happen because people are irresponsible. They happen because the math finally catches up.
The inflation numbers are in. And it so happens that inflation is now increasing at the fastest pace in 3 years since 2023. Inflation ticked up to 3.8% last month.
Auto loan delinquencies at 90 days past due have reached 5.6%. That's the highest rate ever recorded. I'm not making this stuff up. These are the real numbers. You can Google it and check them for yourself.
I'm not joking. This is my job.
More than 5 million Americans are currently in default on their federal student loans. And the Department of Education started garnishing their wages in January of this year. Not threatening to, actually doing it.
I don't care about it.
The personal savings rate has collapsed to 4%. That's down from 6.2% just 2 years ago. An American consumer who has been spending on borrowed time, literally, and is now being squeezed from multiple directions at once.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
I don't care about it.
The United States of America is based on fuck you.
So Oracle laid off 30,000 employees today with an email, and that puts us on record pace for the most amount of layoffs in decades. Now, the previous record for layoffs was last year with 245,000. This year, we are on record pace to break that and actually blow that out of the water. At this point, we need to look at these jobs as liabilities. No one is safe at this point, apparently. Most Americans live paycheck to paycheck and have no backup plan whatsoever if they were to get fired tomorrow.
Strongest job numbers of the entire administration so far, and that's during this conflict on top of it. So it's great.
Most people haven't even started looking or don't even have a side hustle. When you couple that with inflation, the amount of debt this country has, the amount of personal debt that every American has,
Your fertilizer's down, your energy's down, your oil, your gas is all coming way down. And frankly, I thought it would go much higher than it did.
things are not looking great for 2026, and you need to start thinking about what a plan looks like. Do you have another source of income? Do you have anything saved? If not, let this video be the sign.
America is a land of heroes.
So imagine you're 36 years old, but in such pain you can't even get out of bed. That's where the frustration starts for one local combat veteran who waited months for help.
President Joe Biden has ordered the Department of Veterans Affairs to withhold health care benefits from unvaccinated veterans.
They're out in the open now. They're not even trying to conceal it anymore. The owners of the country they got their election. They said, we're going to get this election. We put you people in that court for a reason.
All right,
Now's
back
the time
to
to pay
earth
us.
for you now.
Yeah, forget all that stupid. They're openly driving the bus, and we're all in the back.
There is no national conspiracy to buy elections and control America.
Talk about back to earth. You don't need a formal conspiracy when interests converge. These people went to the same universities and fraternities. They're on the same boards of directors. They're in the same country clubs. They have like interests. They don't need to call a meeting. They know what's good for them, and they're getting it. And there used to be 7 oil companies. There are now 3. It will soon be 2. The things that matter in this country have been reduced in choice. There are 2 political parties. There are a handful of insurance companies. There are about 6 or 7 information. But if you want a bagel, there are 23 flavors because you have the illusion. You have the illusion of choice.
A place where greatness is born.
When you ask what makes us the greatest country in the world, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Sure used to be. We stood up for what was right. We fought for moral reasons. We passed laws, struck down laws for moral reasons. We waged wars on poverty, not poor people. We sacrificed. We cared about our neighbors. We put our money where our mouths were, and we never beat our chest. We built great big things, made ungodly technological advances, explored the universe, cured diseases, and we cultivated the world's greatest artists and the world's greatest economy. We reached for the stars, acted like men. We aspired to intelligence. We didn't belittle it. It didn't make us feel inferior. We didn't identify ourselves by who we voted for in the last election, and we didn't scare so easy. We were able to be all these things and do all these things because we were informed by great men, men who were revered. First step in solving any problem is recognizing there is one. America is not the greatest country in the world anymore.
Where destinies are forged and where legends come to life.
This is the home of Thomas Edison and Teddy Roosevelt, of many great generals, including Washington, Pershing, Patton, and MacArthur. This is the home of Abraham Lincoln, Frederick Douglass, Amelia Earhart, Harriet Tubman, the Wright brothers, Neil Armstrong, and so many more.
Oh my gosh, $21.99 a pound, $42.82 for those.
This is the country where children learn names like Wyatt Earp, Davy Crockett, and Annie Oakley.
This much of fucking toilet paper? $32.99.
This is the place where the Pilgrims landed at Plymouth.
But I have a question. Since when is a Cheeto bag $7.29?
And where Texas patriots made their last stand at the Alamo.
Go ask people about their electric bill.
Unbelievable.
The American nation was carved out of the vast frontier by the toughest, strongest, fiercest, and most determined men and women ever to walk on the face of the earth.
Getting a job in 2026 is absolutely humiliating. We're in the Hunger Games right now. It feels like we're in the Hunger Games. It feels like you have to sacrifice yourself.
Our ancestors braved the unknown, tamed the wilderness, settled the Wild West.
Slaughtered 96 innocent Native Americans while they prayed. The Gnadenhutten Massacre stands as one of America's darkest moments. In March 1782, Pennsylvania militia found a peaceful settlement of Christian Delaware Indians. These natives had converted to Christianity and lived harmoniously, farming and worshiping. The militia falsely accused them of aiding British raids. They rounded up men, women, and children into two houses. After forcing them to kneel in prayer, the militia methodically killed them with mallets. The victims' final hymns turned to screams. Today, a monument marks where faith and trust were betrayed by unthinkable cruelty.
Lifted millions from poverty, disease, and hunger, vanquished tyranny and fascism, ushered the world to new heights of science and medicine, laid down the railroads, dug out the canals, raised up the skyscrapers.
Marmite is $10.
Our ancestors built the most exceptional republic ever to exist in all of human history, and we are making it greater than ever before.
There is absolutely no evidence to support the statement that we're the greatest country in the world. We're 7th in literacy, 27th in math, 22nd in science, 49th in life expectancy, 178th in infant mortality, 3rd in median household income, number 4 in labor force, and number 4 in exports. We lead the world in only 3 categories: number of incarcerated citizens per capita, number of adults who believe angels are real, and defense spending, where we spend more than the next 26 countries combined, 25 of whom are allies.
This is our glorious and magnificent inheritance. We are Americans. We are pioneers. We are the pathfinders. We settled the new world. We built the modern world. And we changed history forever by embracing the eternal truth that everyone is made equal by the hand of Almighty God.
Car loan payment this month. And if you put aside the things that Trump and Caroline Leavitt say and just go talk to people, you will see that people are exhausted. People are increasingly behind on mortgages and car loans and credit card payments, as we have talked about. Household debt keeps going up. People are charging more on their credit cards, not because things are going so well, but because prices are up and people can't afford to pay a lot of these things off every single month.
America is the place where anything can happen. America is the place where anyone can rise. And here, on this land, on this soil, on this continent, the most incredible dreams come true. This nation is our canvas, and this country is our masterpiece. We look at tomorrow and see unlimited frontiers just waiting to be explored. The brightest discoveries are not yet known. Our most thrilling stories are not yet told. Our grandest journeys are not yet made. The American age, the American epic, the American adventure has only just begun. Our spirit is still young. The sun is still rising. God's grace is still shining. And my fellow Americans, the best is yet to come.
I've been now around long. You know, I think of myself as a young guy, but I'm not so young anymore. And I've been around for a long time. And it just seems that the economy does better under the Democrats than the Republicans. Now, it shouldn't be that way. But if you go back, I mean, it just seems that the economy does better under the Democrats.
It certainly did well under Clinton.
Certainly we had some very good economies under Democrats. We've had some pretty bad disaster under the Republicans.